two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the national champions from last year, LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Appear to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Early in the season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Big throw caught on the left side. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And now a quick third down test on this opening drive of the game. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
Second down after the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to throw again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Second and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Offense are going to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And the returner heads out of bounds. Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground here.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. The wide receiver coming in motion now. It's a run to the left. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He fires it down the middle. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Could take it all the way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make. play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Running back has it on a screen now. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
Get set.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A short completion to the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. He'll set the offense up at the 31.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking for a receiver. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. He's swarmed by the defense.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this 1st down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He'll try a pass here. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the 1st down marker.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. 1st down to the 48.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks, but there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll do it for the 1st quarter of play. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 1, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the 1st quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes a quick grab. And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On third down, he drops to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Well, this is a great catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a fourth down and short situation. But, man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to get to that marker and pick up a first down.
Got pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He fires downfield. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's down. Catch at the 12, a red zone opportunity.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Becoming a long march. Play number 10 of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it in the open.
Well, it's a good ball here by the quarterback, but I have to back up and look at the route by this tight end. He puts such pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw because he gets separation.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Now they'll run it on the toss. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. As the first down is still going. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a man. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a quick grab and gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back. That's up.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. Now here's the toss play. Nothing doing in that play. The big D-tackle there for the stop.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. They'll run it with the draw play. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Made his first attempt, but this one is from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. throw over the middle. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Oh, he's bringing it back. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
And the PAT is good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught by the receiver. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Hornet.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And that catch is hauled in. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Gets it out quickly to the left side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Complete to the wideout. Martin out of bounds at the 38. And that's
First down and 10.
For a first down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's a comeback route.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
2nd down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And he finds the running back in the flat. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs them up 10 yards. Crucial third down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They'll run it here. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets the first and still running. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Fights through a tackle. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Not much on that play. Brought down short.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Razor.
A quick throw out left, complete. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10.
Ringo. Jackrabbit.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down.
Easy. 6-9-1.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's the handoff. And it'll be Smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw to the left. It's caught inside the red zone. Still on his feet. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver makes the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback still with the football. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Green 25.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And the defense wraps him up. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
They're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions.
With the score, LSU 20, Texas 0.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. The shotgun handoff here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. No, he didn't get there. They stop him short of the goal line. What a play by this defense.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
It's quarterback sneak.
No, I don't blame them to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
So it's 2nd and 10 from their own 1. Important to get some yards here. They don't want to have to face 3rd and long or punt from this position. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Backed up on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is. They need some breather room for the punter at the very least. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Gain of 20.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
He gets loose. Has the first down and more. He's in the clear. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, LSU. They are pouring it on now.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point splits the uprights. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, unfortunately, that just sums up what kind of day it's been for this offense. Just no rhythm, no chemistry. They've been off all day and have no points to show for it here in the 4th quarter.
Hornet. Lasso.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle.
That makes the score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
0. Texas.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Looking for the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
But here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense and give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Snags a quick throw.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Look out, room to run here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Now, the passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon, or this one will be over.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback dropping back. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, LSU. A big defensive score.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle.
41, Texas. Texas.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. We start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. He's got it, enough for a first down. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Griffin!
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late, deep throw. The freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day.
Oh, the pass is picked off.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Receiver in motion now. Working clock with the ground game. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And now the running back's got it again. Breaks free. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down play for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this aggressive nature has gotten them the lead that they're enjoying right now, but I got to think, at 3rd down, run the football. Just keep working that clock and enjoy the victory.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. Comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. Takes the ball and heads to the left. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Looking for a late deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
They're trailing by this much in the 4th quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game.